Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? I'm alive, I think. I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. We're not really sure if I'm alive or not, to be honest. Good morning, Tony. I'm sick. Ah. But I'll be okay. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So I wasn't. Hey there, how are you doing? Gonna add some trees to this. There wasn't enough trees. Sorry for the voice today. Kind of rough. Has some, I'm not gonna say if hillbillies in here. It's caffeine free for starters. I have some mango hibiscus pure leaf tea. And I will hear about it, I'm sure. Let's do a quick little rinse of this bowl and add some clean water to it. Too lazy to go change it. So I hope. Hey Madonna, I hope you all had fun yesterday. It was pretty cool for me. Kind of something I need to work on as far as technique and stuff. I'm slowing down, but it's a learning process. No. I paint my own stuff. I'm sorry, I'll slow down. We will get that slow taken care of. No, Brandon, I do not paint Bob Ross paintings. I don't. Actually paint anyone's paintings. I paint my own view on things, I suppose. Because I paint out of my head, just whatever's in there, I just go for it. But I do paint landscapes, yes. Not enough trees right here, so let's go ahead and add a few trees. Yep. Hey, Shane. Probably do. Because pine trees, well, they kind of look like pine trees. He uses a big fan brush and can really go to town with them, where I paint with a much smaller brush and have to go in steps in order to get them to look kind of like they should, I guess. Let's put some more height in these, because these I think are too short. You know, you go back and look at a painting and you're like, not quite what I was looking for. Let's grab a little bit of height on this one too. Let's grab just a little bit more height there. Just kind of let the brush do its thing, you know. Maybe a little bit taller right there. Don't give me attitude today there, Mr. Pine Tree. Throw a couple of changes in the colors in them, because they're not all going to be exactly the same. Got some lighter, a little darker, some darker, a little green. Definitely don't want to build some. I'm going to end up having to repaint my bird, I think. Yep. Because we're going to put a tree in. Don't be afraid. It's just a piece of art. Maybe we can just avoid the bird. Ooh, hit the bird, we did. Kind of sneaky. I know it feels weird painting over trees, but it's okay, because that's kind of how nature works, you know. They all do their own thing. Let's grab a little bit for down here. What do you think? Kind of one there type of deal. Got that big tree in the front. Oh, happy. Hello, how are you? Grab a little bit of the black, a little blue. Kind of gray it up just a tiny bit. Let's go ahead. Throw a couple of these in there. Just gonna kind of dance across there a little bit, get a little dark underneath that rock. I like it better dark. I like it better with a little darker. And we'll throw Push that brush out. Stop playing with that brush. Looks better with the trees. Looks a lot better with the trees. Grab some blue. Keep our arm out of our paint. Gotta be careful because I didn't put any tape over there. Asking for trouble. You know you are. You're just asking to get paint on that white. Yep, I think that works for me. Except for that little bit right here. We just need to kind of... That's better. Yeah, that's better. Sorry, I'm just kind of painting today. I know I should be talking more, but just wanted to paint. kind of like that. Let's grab a tiny bit of white. Just a tiny bit. Grab a little bit of blue, believe it or not, in my white. Let's put a little blue right in here. Kind of just blend that around for a minute. Grab my white again. We'll go ahead and go on both sides of that. That way we end up with a little bit of a shadow in our caterpillar. Blend that around, kind of pull it this way a little bit. Kind of pull a little bit into that right there. Hey, man. And we're actually going to take that blending brush I was just playing with. Let's crank this up just a tiny bit. Kind of bring it up a little higher up. Just kind of scramble out the bottom. Oops, get all that. A little that dark off there, just a little bit, kind of cover that up. Kind of just fluffy around there, right there. Kind of have them in a haze, you know. Howdy. Just tweaking on it a little bit. Wasn't happy. Got a little more mystery to it now, you know. And actually we're going to give it a baby tree. Let's give it a little tiny tree. Get out there. Don't be difficult. I think it needs. He's still there, yep. Kind of into the tree now. Let's give this little tree a little attitude. You wants to be big, but you know. Thank you. Thank you very much. That means a ton. You can check with Tony and Madonna and no, I was kind of aired out after it. Took me a long time to get to sleep, and then when I did go to sleep, I got really sick last night, so. So much so that I didn't make my doctor's appointment today. Yeah, that's it. That's the hard part is when I actually stated that when I started to paint early on that the chat probably wasn't going to be able to be seen. Because I read my own chat when I paint live because I have her talk in my ear. And I kind of didn't have any expectations that it was going to get read at all. So I wasn't sure if anybody was going to come up. So I will do better next time, try to figure it out. Postage mail or Instacart mail? Oh, nice guy. Gotta start right out giving her a hard time. Sorry. You know, it's just me. Only get better from there, I suppose. Anything I can answer today? That I missed last night? There we go. That's kind of what I wanted. Yeah, no. I thought it was funny. Sometimes I do that on purpose, though. Sometimes I kind of hide them. There are some that I paint after the fact. Sorry, I have to check what this was. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wasn't going to be too long. Probably figured I'd get a half hour in and kind of touch this up just a tiny bit. But I think it's better. I think. Got better depth. Good night, Shane. Let's see. Yeah, now I gotta touch something. Well, I didn't mean I gotta touch. That sounds terrible when I say that. Let's put a dark green down in here, because that needs a little. Boy, I wish I could paint like Shane does. Holy cow. Then I would be doing Bob Ross quality stuff, you know. Boy, can she paint. Talk about somebody that should have a YouTube channel. Hey Lance, what's going on? What's going on today? Yeah, so I have terrible OCD, so that's my thing anyway. Alright, give that a little back in there. Kind of gives it that little hill effect right there. There we go. Gonna grab that. How's the puppy today, Lance? Gonna just pull that down. Just use a little makeup brush and kind of scratch it down a little bit on the top. Did you get the cold weather up there, Lance, or did it just bypass you? Is he bugging you? When we're driving you nuts? That's Ted lately. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's kind of weather we're getting, because Ted stood outside after I did my live last night, and it's like, come on, Ted, come on, Ted, come on, Ted. He just stood there looking at me like, no, I'm not coming back in. So I walked around in front of the house. He's trotting behind me. Theodore E. Bear. When I first saw him, the very first picture my son sent me from the Humane Society after they brought him up here from rescuing him. You know, I saw him and it was just like, that's Ted. He's a Ted. So it just kind of stayed with me. And he's definitely a Ted. He acts like a Ted. He's my friend. I wouldn't get rid of him either. Let's put a little snow on this tree. I was in a terrible place before he came along. Didn't think life was worth a whole lot. Kind of had to pay attention to him because he was so little. Kind of took my mind in a different direction. Wasn't so excited about life. They took my career, they took my licenses. As I said, it wasn't safe for me to operate the equipment and stuff that I work on. Too deadly. I understand that, but it seems kind of a waste to have all the knowledge that I had from the equipment I was working on to just kind of toss it in a scrap heap. My dog does. Been getting treatment for a while. Found a lump on the back of his leg. Boy, that would cost a lot of money to have checked out. He'll be okay. That's how I think about it anyway. I kind of finished it, I think. And if we want, we can maybe throw a little bit over there. Let's throw a little bit over there. Kind of soften it up though. I'll put a little bit on these. Hey, there. Fatima, what's going on? maybe a tiny spot right in this one. That one's kind of in the woods still, but kind of like that. And this little guy, and we'll give him a little. Nothing fancy. Just get him to relax and take a break. There, now we look more like we should. Covered in snow. Covered in snow. Lots of snow. You know what? Let's do a little bit of something down here. Kind of put some branches down this way. Lance, do you go live today? At all? Probably left. It's the only time I can talk to people is when I'm on here by myself. Otherwise I can't, it's harder to focus when I have so many people in my ear, but I wanted to do live. So what we got? We got some pretty cool stuff going here. That looks, I like that. Got the bird. I think it's better. I don't know. I think it's better. Let's take the green tape off, so we don't see that big splotchy of green. We're not going to waste that though, because that's it. Okay, now we're going to waste it because we folded it on ourselves. Let's pull that green off there. Take a peek. Yep, I think that's better. And you know, I painted this to show people last night. Good morning. Hey Kaylee, what's going on? Hey Nell. Got a lot more stuff going on now. Almost too busy, I think. But I like it. Blues, grays, purples, greens, blacks. Got some reds in there, believe it or not, some yellows. I think we've got it finished now, though. I think Tony's off mailing some stuff. Yes, it is. Most of it. I added some trees and fixed some stuff here and there. But I had some chats with some people, and the biggest thing I need to do for you all next time I do one of those lives is to slow down. Very slow. Kaylee, I haven't seen yours. Dale, I haven't seen yours. We need to share. I'm telling you, sharing's good. Sharing is caring. I would like to, I'd like to see them all. I won't post them. Not if people don't want me to. You did share, thank you. Now it's your yeah, see, that's that's one I would like to work out. I like to be able to work it out so other people could see the pieces that people are painting. But the problem is not everybody wants to share their artwork. We'll figure that out. Dale, where did you run into problems? Was I painting so fast that you couldn't keep up? Is that what ended up happening? Is I kind of smoked you in the dust and... But you know, you say that, Dale, but some of my best paintings were ones that I thought were going to... Thank you. Yeah, anybody can share on my Instagram. Yeah. You want me to do one right now, Dale? For you? I will. We can do a paint. We can do a mountain right now, just a mountain. If you would like. For you, I will do that. I will purposely create a mountain just for you. If you would like to see one. Yeah, I did. One of the only things I ever painted was forklifts, motorcycles, cars, trucks, and skateboards. But then I think Dale lives at his house. I'm not sure though. Okay, does anybody know how to open a package of tape? Doesn't come with directions. Miserable tape. Couldn't open it. Okay, Froggy Tape. Be nice to me, please. Says you're even stickier now, which I don't know. Stickier is not always a good thing. So let's do a nice mountain. Simple. Let's do a simple mountain. Well, let's go ahead and make you a mountain. How's that? I'll show you the basics. In slow-mo, I'll show you the basics of mountains. Okay. Are we good? Are we centered? Oh, we are centered. That's right. We don't have people on the panel. So there's two ways to do these. You can do them in a black and put a white on them if you want snowy mountains. If you just want a plain green mountain, do you want like a snow peak mountains, Dale? Because that'll decide what I use for a brush. Because if you want snow peaked, we're going to get the big 1-inch brush. Maybe 3/4. I'm thinking 3/4 inch. Yep, 3/4 inch. Oh, we could do it with a different thing. No, I'll make it easy for you. Let's make it easy. Get any cereal boxes kicking around, Dale? If you have a cereal box kicking around, grab yourself the box tops for education. Oh, I grab that because that happens to be on the corner of it. We are going to grab black, simple black. We're not even going to put a sky in today because you can put a sky in. Yeah, you need a thin tissue box, the thinner stuff, old credit card. Let's go ahead and kind of just, got the brush sideways, and we're going to keep turning it. And kind of just drift on down. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're just going to kind of rotate over so we can get some other paint. Come on, oh, going to have to add a little bit more paint. Not a big whoopie-doo. And this is going to be wet. And we're just going to kind of bump it up that way a little bit, maybe. And kind of just get some more paint down there and kind of just flip it down that way. Piece of cake, right? Kind of block in the black right here, pull down some of that black paint. Somewhere right around in here. Now, I haven't wiped it. I'm just going to wipe my brush off. Did not wash it. It's still black. And I'm just going to kind of pull the bottom up. And down. Kind of just leave that edge you've made. Just pull some of the paint down that way. Pull some of the paint down this way. Don't worry about how it looks right there. We're not concerned about what's all right here. We're concerned about what's on that edge. Piece of cake, right? Yes, I know what it looks like. Allow me to fix that because if my wife sees it, she'll give me a hard time. Let's give that an extra little something up there. Okay, now it doesn't look like that. If it does, well, you need to see a doctor. Gonna rinse off our brush. Now, you really should try to get a nice crispy edge right here, if you can. But light color's fine, because we're gonna put some white in there anyway. Grab some white, not a ton. We're just gonna kind of add it right here. I'm just kind of getting it on there. Now, it's been a minute since I've done this, so piece of cardboard. Just gonna kind of see, I'm not reloading, I'm just kind of lightly. And all we did was put it on a piece of cardboard. We didn't get carried away. Wipe some of that off down there. Maybe we'll grab a little bit of white on it. Just on there. Well, maybe we'll throw another little something right here. And take your brush, just kind of whisk it back and forth. And if you want a little more depth, drop her in the black. Throw some of that black back in there. Want to get really crazy? Throw her in some blue. Don't be afraid of it. You know, don't be afraid of the paint. Just use the thing like a knife. Kind of throw a little bit right in there like that. Grab some water. Well, let's get this piece of cardboard out of my hand before I end up dropping it on the floor. Now the trick, it's just water, still on your brush. We didn't wash the brush, we just put the water on, so we get this on here and get it nice and wet right here. Oh, personally I like to use fluffy brushes, but you don't have to. You can do this with a painter's brush if you want to, from the hardware store. Did you buy the Walmart ones? Because then I probably should have switched over to the other ones. And just a makeup brush. Just kind of throw it in there like that. It's really easy. Just keep making circles. Change it. How hard you push down. Got one little white. Take this. Yeah, you can. You can send me if you want. Well, I don't accept underwear. But yeah, you can send me brushes. I don't mind. People send me stuff all the time. I like stickers. I like RV stickers from RV communities or stickers from non-RV communities. See, we're just kind of... And right now you're looking at that going, yeah, whatever, I can't do that. Well, yeah, you can. Relax. You know, once this dries, you can go in. I mean, I'm going to try it right now without drying. You can go in and add, oh, I don't know, maybe some white in here. Kind of a little depth, maybe a little white over here. It's a nice thing about the acrylics is most of the time they don't hurt people. Yep, I would have been filming that. Hey, we threw in a little bit of... What do you want to throw in some... Let's throw in some red. Why not? Let's throw in a little red. We'll throw it right in our blue. Let's go crazy. Let's throw in some purple. You know, gonna get those like that. Grab that big puffy brush, put it in the water just a tiny bit, and we'll just go to town. And we're not even gonna try hard. We're just gonna a tiny bit of wet, just enough to move some of the paint around. Like so. I'm gonna make effort. And we'll just pull it up. Because now we can take a little bit of the purple with a little more blue. And we'll pull it up. I only have a little tiny one, and the older one does paint, yes. I have one of our artwork sitting on the shelf in here. The other one's only 4. She does paint. She paints all the time with me. And we're just kind of, and we'll go ahead and kind of throw that gray right in the bottom right here. What do you think? I'll just toss the gray in. We're not going to think about it. We're just going to do it because we want to. And we're just going to... So we have, we've got the makeup brush still, just touching it so it's right on the tips. Let's just kind of maybe throw a few of these in there. Just because we want to. Because we can. Yeah, we'll throw a little some right there. I think because we got so much white up there, we should probably make those a little smooth. Kind of just pull them down. Oh yeah, she paints. Don't know what we have, do we? That little spot right there we gotta fix though. We gotta fix though. Can't leave that one little white spot right there like that because it'll so we'll just kind of bring that up like that and kind of if you really want to go back in, you can do your own white thing. You can do it with dark. Really, whatever you feel like. Don't overthink it, just kind of do it. You start overthinking it, then it gets to be a mess. And trust me, I've made messes. I make mistakes and messes all the time. Those are actually some of my favorite paintings to go back and play with. And now we have, I don't know, should we throw a mountain in the back? Oh yeah, that's Ted. Oh, you're gonna take my picture? No, I don't think so. Kind of like, maybe that. No, we grab, I don't know, what do you want to grab? Let's grab dark black. Let's grab a black. And let's just kind of go right here. Don't know where it goes. It goes in there somewhere. So. You wander off that path, and it's gonna be a long trip. But that's, you know, how difficult it is to paint a mountain. You can really just do it anything you want. I mean, that's not a masterpiece by any means, and that's just me playing around with some cardboard and some craft paint that I had left over from last night. But I mean, if you wanted to get serious, we can break out the knife and go all over, get crazy. Game, break out the plastic knife if you want. If you don't want to use a piece of cardboard and you have a knife kicking around, just, you know, kind of do its own thing. Kind of let that knife pick what it wants and put down what it wants and take up what it wants. And don't argue it. But I just wanted to show you a quick example. Hope that kind of helps you a little bit. Kind of have to throw a little something on that one. Can we do it with a knife? Bet a while. Hello. Hey, dirt diggers, what's going on? Thanks. I had to add the photo. CRS art. What's going on? It says my chat to text to chat. It says C.R.S. art. Why can't you just say CRS art? Nice to see you. Welcome. I was just playing around. Finished up a painting a little while ago. We were talking about painting mountains and the fact that they require very little effort to. You just can't overthink them. No overthinking them. Chrissy's a good friend. A bit crazy and purple, but you know. No, I love Chrissy. Chrissy's very dear friend. So welcome. Yes. Yeah, just on watercolor paper. But yeah, just acrylic, just playing. I wanted to show the basics on how to create a mountain. Well, welcome. Well, welcome to, I don't know. I'm certainly not a Chrissy type of instructor. I don't instruct, I just kind of help people out. If they learn stuff while they're here, then that's great. But really it's about coming and sharing art with other people. Same place, or like London, Manchester? I have a lot of friends in England. And not one of them likes the same rugby team I do. One of them won't even talk to me sometimes because of the rugby team I like. I'm an All Blacks fan, so they kind of not. It's like I have the plague. You said I shouldn't mention that while I'm painting. Might cause issues with people. I don't know why. It's just a rugby team. But apparently you all have a little emotion toward them. That and football. Your football, not ours. So that would make you closer to Ian Jackson. There we go. Or Joe, actually, no. I think Joe may be There we go. There. Simple trees. There's 3 of them today. We're not going to get carried away. So, you can see, that was a simple, quick, easy. Yeah. My daughter played rugby. Hey, what's going on, Joe Arcade? Watercolor moderator for Chrissy when she's live. He does he's a watercolor artist. You know what? We're going to leave this on here because we're going to probably end up doing something with that sky in the top after. But we'll let that dry, do its thing. But we did finish that other one today. Still got the one we did for test drive. Gotta work on that craziness because, well, we made a mess of that. But we finished this one up from last night, from our live. I think yeah, he's a awesome watercolor artist. He moderates for Chrissy. He's a friend of Chrissy's. He's one of the people that I learn watercolor painting from. When I have questions, he helps me out. I don't do a ton of it, well, because, to be honest, it stresses me out. Well, thank you for stopping in. I do appreciate it. I paint Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, wait a minute. I paint 7 days a week. That's right. I do. Every day. If I do not paint, it's because I am super sick and unable to be here. But if I am not here, I will post a video of some kind. Maybe a short, something, but at least let people know I'm still existing. But my goal is to be on YouTube 365 days this year. I did 270 last year, but only because I had to build my new studio. So, no problem. I will be doing some evening lives, which will be way too late for you. But usually 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is what, 2 o'clock or something for you? You're still waiting, huh? You thought I was gonna... I am gonna sneak it in there, but I thought you guys wouldn't be paying attention when I did it. Sneaky. Oh, where do we want to stick it today? Let's sign our name first. "2021 YouTube." Sign our name right there. No peeking. That's an acrylic pen, just so you know. It is an acrylic marker. I signed in red today. Maybe. Not completely signed in red. Why? Be nice. Yeah, there's a little red bird right there. But anyway, thank you everybody for swinging through. Just a simple, basic mountain for this one. The other one, when we finished up from last night, was a little more intense. They don't have to get so preoccupied with creating every perfect line. Just let it happen. Don't get complicated and overthink what you're doing. And with this one, if you wanted, you could take a blue with a little bit of black in it, kind of make a gray, and then add just a little bit of white, so it's very soft, kind of this tone. And you could add a dozen mountains back there. Thank you. You know, you can put mountains in the background all day long. Just kind of fade them farther and farther so they get lighter and lighter and lighter. So they almost disappear into the mist. And then you could have a little bit, maybe we'll do that. I think maybe we'll do that tomorrow. We'll add some mountains to it. And we'll mist out the top so it's kind of like a fog in the background. Yes, those blue people are my moderators. They are. Nell also watches. No, just 2 paintings. I'm actually I'm on the board for SWAT and Arts Council. But that was probably the only time that I posted any pictures in an art gallery as far as paintings go. Photographs, yeah, I have them all over the world. Calendars, magazines. I've got a couple of them that are blown up into printed canvas. Cheryl is fine. And I believe that's a rose, isn't it? Is that a rose for your icon? You're up on my screen quite a distance away, so I can't quite see it. That's Nell's llama. Llama. The person right above you. Ambling Adventures, how are you? Cool. I just took some pictures of roses yesterday. I like taking pictures of roses. I shared it with Chrissy last night. Oh, I don't know if I shared it on Facebook yet. Maybe. But anyway. Alright, I suppose I've blabbered long enough and I've been on for 1 hour and 20 minutes and I'm running out of energy because, well, I have not slept yet. Yeah, Nell's a great artist. I missed you. I did. I did not. Let me check. I don't believe you. She did. Oh, what a sweetheart. Cool. That's cool, Mel. Thank you. That was nice of you. All my paintings have redbirds in them someplace. Sometimes they're not so visible. Sometimes I hide them in the flowers as part of a flower, but they're there. But thank you, everybody. As always, enjoy life today. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Do something good for yourself today. Only takes a minute. We'll fix the thing in the middle of this painting. For now, yeah. For now, I guess I'm going to head. I've been up sick all night long. I painted live last night I painted twice yesterday, actually. I'm going to go take a nap. But we'll fix this, whatever that path I started to create, and we'll work on it tomorrow. I need to go take a break. I'm drinking herbal tea, so what's that tell you, you know? But I'll be back on tomorrow in the morning. I don't know, it's just way of life for me. I'm used to it. Maybe we'll turn that into a tree in the middle. I don't know yet. But that was basically makeup brush and a few other brushes. We'll create something crazy tomorrow. Much peace, everybody. We'll see you later.